Well, good morning and hello. Welcome to Ideal World. I'm Joanne, and in the next hour we're going to be looking at your gardens. Yes, as you look out the window right now, they may not look as appetizing and glorious as you would like them to, but we're going to fix that in the next hour. We've got a brilliant lineup of some planting, some gardening, some bulbs that you can get going with, and we've got a fabulous hour that we'd like to bring you every single Sunday. Now, this Sunday we've only got 1 hour because we are at the beginning of the season, but if you head to our brilliant website, Lead the Good Life, not only will you be able to see some stunning offers of everything from grow your own to some brilliant bird seed and how we can look after the wildlife in our gardens, you'll also see we now have a very exciting new sort of, if you like, feather to our bow, which is the fact that you can now hire specialist tools from the Lead the Good Life website. Do go and have a little look. Lots of interesting stuff on there. And if you're looking after the birds that are maybe looking a little, you know, kind of worse for wear in your garden at the moment, we've got brilliant offers on bird seed and that as well on our Lead the Good Life website. Now, today I've got loads to look forward to, and I thought I'd give you a quick preview of some of the key items that we've got coming up. But before that, remember, every single Sunday there is an opportunity for you to win a £20 voucher. Now, it's a free prize draw. Okay, let me be clear on that. All you need to do to qualify is send us pictures, like lots of you have been doing over the last few weeks, of your garden, your borders, your beds, your baskets, any fruit that you have maybe grown from 2014. And that'll put you in with a chance to win a voucher. All you need to do is send those pictures now to studio@idealworld.tv. And if you want to check out the full T's and C's, and these things always have those, go and check out our website, idealworld.tv. Incidentally, right now, though, if you are just joining me here in the studio live this Sunday morning, may I extend a very warm welcome to you. This is what you've got to look forward to. We've got a massive collection of 340 bulbs working in at just 10 pence a bulb. I'll give you a quick glimpse of what all is coming in this collection. All those gorgeous plants, and if you know what they are, then brilliant. But here's a quick list for you of everything that is included. And on FlexiPay, because this is the FlexiPay weekend, we're doing this on 2 payments of just $16.50. What is that important for? It opens your Flexi basket. You can add anything else into the order, and you can divide the cost of that by 2 and spread the cost interest-free over 2 payments. So 337176, if you'd like to save 34%, brand new today, 10 of the Dahlia Unwinds, 10 of the Crocosima, I practiced that before the show as well, Crocosima red, the lily red, the iris blue, the lily yellow, 30 of the Liatris mix. Then you've got 10 of those fantastic, I'm not even trying that word, and then 30 of the freesias. But the good news is Angela's joining me and she'll be telling you all about those. Next up, we've also got these. Now, this is the fantastic, what I call the Perennial Border Collection, the PBC. Now, what I want to tell you, and we will put the details on the screen for you, is these come to you in 3 9-centimetre pots. It's 3 plants, new today, not seen before in this collection before, and you're getting a lavender. You're also going to be getting, and here comes a list for you of the things, you're going to get your lavender, you're also going to be getting, those are the bellflower. A campanula, I seem to remember, was in there as well. Thank you very much. And that's 337177. Let us, there we go. That's what I was looking for. The delphiniums, the Pacific Black Knight, absolutely beautiful. The lavender Munstead, and then of course you've also got the campanula. I see, I remembered campanula. I like campanulas, that is why. Next up, lilies. My gosh, these are brilliant. These are award winners. They're here at Ideal World. Just love, love, love them. 297891 is your item number. At $19.99, they're on a special price today, down from $24.99. They were bestsellers last year. Grab them while I got them. I'm not done yet because the bestsellers continue. The tower pots, you love these already this season. They've caused a stir. Here come the details for you because it's a kit, and it is, as you can see, on FlexiPay. In there, you're going to get 2 tracheospermum plants. They're both in 9-centimetre pots. You're going to get the tower pot, plus, of course, the 2, if you like, things, extenders, which make your jasmine or your clematis or whatever it is that you want climb up it, and 25 litres of compost and 100 grams of your Incredibloom. And that is 336183. Opens another Flexi for you. 2 payments of £20. Not done yet. Now, Angela, who joins me here live in the studio, is going crazy. 3 award-winning hydrangeas. That's right. Each of them comes to you today, included for $24.99. They are, frankly, spectacular. Special price with a massive £10 saving. Love, love, love these. 337181. You want your garden to to be the talk of the town, you want huge blooms, you've come to the right place. And the diary, if you add the diary to, now this isn't a diary like I'm having lunch with Kim on Friday, or, you know, I'm going to go and have breakfast with Dan on Monday. This is not that kind of diary. This is your gardening diary. Loads of tips and hints about what to do in your garden, but so that you can make a note of where you put what and when you did it. And any notes you want to make about your garden, you can do that as well. That's 335982. And do you know, at half price, if you order this with anything else today, there'll be no postage and packaging charge. That's right, half price and free P&P as long as you order it with anything else in our show today, which might include these. I love them, so on trend at the moment. They do nest into each other. They're 3 crates at $29.99, saving you £7. 336852. That's 336852. And why not have a little look at our website, idealworld.tv, our website right now, because what you'll do is you'll get a link to the Lead the Good Life website, which is awesome. But on our website, you will see some of my favorite shelves. I bought not one, but 2 sets of origami shelves from Ideal World because they are the most beautifully built, useful shelves. And we've got the 3-tier set today for just £35. And in fact, they've taken them down, I think, to £35.99 if you get hold of them today. But here in the studio, a very sunny hello to you.
Hello, Double Sunshine.
How are you?
Oh, so excited this morning.
We've got a great show. And Angela, of course, here with us as the ultimate DIY guide to growing beautiful blooms, because you're the ultimate have-a-go Joe, aren't you?
Yeah, I am. And I like to really try new plants and flowers. I love to go to every garden show that I can and meet as many gardeners. But in our today's show, we haven't just got flowers, we've got fragrance, flowers, fruit, and we've got lots of award winners in this show. So we're starting with really best gardening, and it's the best time to get planning and get planting.
Plan and plant, now's the time to do it. And don't forget, you make all your notes in your diary half price with, of course, that free postage and packaging. Now, we're starting, I think, with a spectacular collection. Loads of bulbs, 340, which the mathematicians amongst us tells me they work out at 10 pence a bulb. £32.99. It is on FlexiPay, opening up your Flexi basket. Angela, I know what you love about this is everything that you need for loads of flowers is included.
It is. Whether or not you're just growing for colour in your garden, guaranteed colour in your garden, this collection will give it. From the sort of early summer, from June right the way through to October, you've got varying heights. You've got flowers in here that come back year after year. You've got bulbs in here that you can lift and then get them to plant again next year.
Oh, okay.
So it's really, a lot of these are just a one-time investment. So if you want to have cut flowers during the summer months, if you want to have fragrant flowers growing in your garden, if you want easy gardening, and as you said, less than 10 pence a bulb, you've got here 340 bulbs, 9 different varieties. And if I really quickly just pass through the varieties, going from the tall, lovely, majestic gladioli. Now, no garden be without these. You know, they make us smile, they make us laugh, but they've done the test of time. This is one of our loyalist favourite garden flowers. And you expect to see them in a country garden, but you know what? In your garden, they're going to look amazing.
Beautiful. The bees love gladioli, don't they?
Absolutely do. And anything that's bright, sunny, fragrant, you get lilies. Lilies would be the next one that you'd have in your garden. Now, what's great about these, plant them once, leave them. Year after year, they multiply. You get fragrance, lovely, bright, sunny colour, yellow ones, come back year after year.
We like those because they are no work, fabulous payoff. But that's not all, because you're going to love this thing. Now, this isn't an ordinary one. This is quite a special one we see next, isn't it?
The next one is Crocosmia. Now, this is my favourite bulb of all time. It's the most misunderstood bulb because it is relentless. It doesn't care where you plant it. It doesn't care what the weather is. But it has these lovely, almost, they bend over with their lovely fiery flowers, but they come back year after year, and you have to divide them. They just work so hard in your garden. So plant them anywhere. They're really useful.
Fabulous.
I'm not sure where you're going next, but if you're going...
Purple.
You're going to irises next. Iris again, a very lovely favourite. Lovely purple, lovely contrast with those yellow, with the yellow lilies. Then you go to dahlias. Now again, strong, lovely flowers to grow. Amazing cut flowers, attract the bees and butterflies to your garden. And again, you can lift the tubers at the end of the year. When you see the size of the tubers you're getting, these are quality bulbs. Next one, Liatris. Now, leave this in your garden.
Is that how you say it?
Well, there's lots of different names that things get called. This one actually is Blazing Star, is its name.
Oh, okay.
Comes back in your garden year after year. Once you plant it, leave it in the ground.
Gorgeous.
And if you thinking she's talking too much. I can't remember what she's saying. All of these bulbs come with instructions, so you'll clearly get the information you need. Next one you get is freesias. Now, if you only plant one bulb in your garden, they are the most fragrant of all the flowers.
You had them a moment, Ollie, bless him.
They are there.
Our
They
director,
are all those beautiful
he's
colours.
just learning his gardening, bless him.
Flower
Gorgeous.
of all. Then we go to those lovely red lilies. Again, leave them in your garden year after year. They'll just get bigger and better every year and fragrant. And the last one, this one is just beautiful. The nickname is Star of Bethlehem. I love this one. It's a lower, all different heights as you noticed here, but again, one of the most popular one to grow. Fantastic all-round garden collection. If I go into a garden centre and I wanted to buy some summer flowering bulbs, it's quite daunting to know what to mix with which.
Yes.
We've done the work for you. So this is like a designer collection, specially put together, so you get all the different colours, all the different heights. Some will come back year after year, but you also get all the information to grow them.
Isn't that exciting?
Pots, borders, it doesn't matter where you plant them, you will get amazing results.
Every single set comes with comprehensive instructions. They are, I mean, and I'll be honest with you, unless you like bulbs, they may not look like the most beautiful thing when they arrive, but look at where they're going. That's how they arrive, solid, sturdy, good to go, loaded with everything that they need, but this is where you're going. Now, 337176 is your ISA number. What I'm delighted to offer you is not only a sensational price, but also the opportunity to spread the cost on 2 interest-free payments of £16.50. That's 337176. Do you love it? Well, I can hear already from the team upstairs that that is going absolutely crazy, both on the phone lines 09056 48 48 48, but more importantly, I love that you're checking out our website. Don't forget to go and have a look at Lead the Good Life, because we have a whole separate arm that extends especially to you if you're a gardener, new gardener, experienced gardener, seasoned gardener. There is the Lead the Good Life website. And remember, if you're not looking to build up all the tools, but you'd like to have access to specialist tools, we even do specialist tool hire now. So maybe you finally got that allotment and this is the year. So do stay with us. Now we're going to go to another new today. This is the perennial collection. And please forgive me for stumbling over this before. I'll never forget that there was a lavender in here, because we love lavender, don't we?
We do, and when I talked about perennials, one of the things that gets me really excited about is growing plants that encourage more bees and butterflies in your garden. And I don't know of a better plant than lavender. It's fragrant, it's evergreen, it's easy to grow. It's great to grow in borders, in pots, in pathways, but it does really invite those important pollinators to your garden. Without pollinators, in the future, we won't even have a cup of coffee. So unless we start to change what we do in gardening, so if you only plant one new shrub this year in your garden, please let it be a pollinator. So you're going to get those beautiful, fragrant, purple flowers that come back every single year. All of these plants are totally hardy, and all of these plants, when they establish in your garden, reward you year after year. I can just smell that lavender.
Exactly.
I just love it. And the
so
bees
beautiful, aren't
love
they?
it. Next one, oh my word. Now this is the giant amongst flowering plants. It's part of the Pacific Giants family. Delphinium Black Knight truly is that almost indigo blue with that distinctive black eye in the middle. It's standing out amongst those flowers there. But in your garden, plant this at the back, because it truly grows to about 4-5 foot tall.
Gosh.
Full of flowers late summer, but year after year comes back. And actually,
do you just get the one spike?
No, what happens is, Joanne, if it grows in your garden, you've got the first flowers. When it starts to die back down, if you cut it, you'll see it's got a side shoot coming. Cut it back down to the side shoot and you'll get a second flourish. So it comes back year after year.
And what sort of flowering are we talking about? When are we expecting to see those beautiful
From
blooms?
around June, July onwards.
Love that.
Next one, ground cover. So we've gone from being right up tall up there to small and compact down here. And Joanne loves this one. Why not? It's Campanula, which is better known as bellflower. Relentless ground cover, flowering, rockeries, borders, pots. You don't have to deadhead.
Yes.
It will just give you more and more and more and more. Not too fussy where it's planted either.
I was going to say, or that you don't water it, because Campanula, for me, that's why I like it, because I'm a bit
and also with all
watering.
of these, they're not too fussy. Obviously, water them during very dry season, but otherwise they're easy care, easy grow. one-time planting. Hardy, grow them all over the UK. Happy Scotland. And but please do think about and especially at the moment, you're thinking, well, I don't want to buy plants. We've got snow outside. Actually, these will be quite happy. Keep them on a windowsill. But as you get later in the season, it gets harder to get hold of collections like this because delphiniums will sell out quickly. Yes. Also, the size of these plants, these aren't small plants. These are already potted for you to grow straight into your garden. So I like the fact that we're sending you plants that are already established. So you're not going to worry that when I plant that out, actually, it's not going to grow because that hard work is done with you. So really lovely collection, but lovely size of plants on that one.
At £24.99, of course, if that goes down. No, I just got a whiff of
lavender.
It. If you'd like to get hold of yours right now, £24.99, 337177. Let us move along because now these are, and I must be completely honest with you, if you saw these last year and you bought them, or you saw these and you wished you'd bought them because you missed them, they're a bestseller, and I expect that at the special price that we're bringing them to you today, they're going to go very, very quickly. It is a brilliant collection. 297891. They're called tree lilies.
Is that price right? Okay, you're getting 18 bulbs.
Yeah.
You're getting 6 of 3 different varieties. Now, if you just put this into terms, if you wanted to buy one stem for £1 of these when they're growing, this is amazing
crazy,
value,
isn't it?
These are if you see the bulb in my hand, it'll give you an idea of how large these are. These are large giants of flowers. These lilies in the first year will grow between 4 and 5 foot.
Okay.
The second year between 5 foot. Third year, 6 foot.
No.
They don't keep growing. They don't end up being like Jack and the Beanstalk, but they grow to a maximum of about 6 foot. But what is so special about these beautiful lilies? Yes, you've got 3 beautiful varieties, lovely colours. You've got height, colour and fragrance. But you've got lovely, sturdy, thick stems to accompany these. So believe it or not, they can grow as tall as nearly Joanne and I, but they do not need special staking. Also, when you plant these into the ground or into your pots, they come back year after year and they multiply. You do not need to lift them. You do not need to bring them in and care for them. But these 3 beautiful varieties give you height, colour and fragrance. They're perfect against a wall, a fence.
On your advice, specifically, Angela, about 4 years ago now, I got hold of these for a fence. Because I had nothing I could do with the fence. I had very little space for gardening because we had a deck in front of it. I planted these bulbs on the never never, thinking, well, if they come, brilliant. If they don't come, you know, what have I lost? I planted them, and I promise you this, they covered the ugly fence. And I painted the fence specifically when it was down season because I knew that the lilies would come up year after year. I had nearly 4 seasons of them because we moved, and I could already start seeing them come up. Last February, I could already start to see things, you know, breaking ground. They are extraordinary plants.
It is an exciting flower to grow, and actually this is probably one, Joanne, that I'm sure people that have grown them before will have lovely pictures to send you. But from the bulb, you'll see why these are giants. The bulbs are giants. They're actually in America, they call these bulbzilla, but you get an idea. Giant bulb, giant flowers, and each stem doesn't just produce one flower. It can have up to 20 flower heads per stem.
And this is what we want to see.
To you, if you only had one stem for each bulb, you've got your money back. But they're going to come back year after year after year after year. So amazing flowers.
Now, you must be quick on those because they're already going very quick. And speaking of going very quickly, let me bring you to some more beautiful bulbs. Now, we're going to skip ahead only because your attention has diverted us here to this. We brought it to you that I remember only very recently. I'd say as much as recently as in the last season or so. 297886 is your item number. This is called Lily Black. It's £19.99, and what you're going to be getting here, again, I believe, is of this award-winning plant, 10 bulbs. Is that right? 10 bulbs.
10 black lily bulbs. This is like one of the darkest flowers that you can get. Just take you back to that first collection of bulbs that we had. You had those beautiful yellow lilies. Just imagine them contrasting against these. Imagine pink flowers contrasting with these.
White.
It looks unbelievable. And finally, if I take you down to the white hydrangeas, these around white flowers look amazing. So contrast for your garden. Amazing cut flower, and it's like, I'd say, like a midnight sky, a really beautiful deep, it really is the deepest purple of this lily that makes this stand out, makes people love growing it, because you know it doesn't need special soil.
No.
It doesn't need, you know, some plants, if you want to change the colour, you think, well, you need a special soil or a special condition. This doesn't. It just produces this almost midnight colour. It's breathtaking, lily. So great contrast, unusual, and you know I love the unusual because people say, "Is that a black flower growing in your? Is that?" Well, and put it in a pot, get them to really talk about it. But you get fragrance as well, so really lovely. Contrasts against the green in your garden as well. Love to grow something different, and this one really is a favourite. Great value again because once you plant it, Joanne.
Yes.
Good news for you, one-time gardening, busy mum, one-time gardening, planted in the ground, forget it. Every year, boop. It looks oriental, it looks like it shouldn't be, it looks delicate, it looks specialist. It's not, it's happy as a daffodil.
Well, we want you to get
summer flowering though, it'll be after the daffodils.
Oh, yeah, well, that's good to know. Let's just quickly remind you of the details. If you did want to get hold of those crates that we brought you earlier on, they're in very, very trendy at the moment. 336852 is the item number on FlexiPay today. This is going to be featured in the show a little bit later on. £29.99, £37 today, 336852. And don't forget that, brilliant. Now, these shelves, I want you to know, they fold flat enough that you could literally pop them behind the door. This is just about a sort of, on the left-hand side, you can see the half collapse. It folds flat. You can slip them behind the door. Then, and the picture on the right shows you with the top shelf sort of put down in case you've got tall things that you want to put on the second shelf. Great for car booting, great for craft sales. And look at the saving here, saving £54. $35.99. I don't just tell you that I love these shelves, you know, for the sake of saying it. I absolutely adore them. I've got 2 sets of these at our house, 328 to 263. And don't forget, we are waiting for your pictures. We'd like to send you a voucher. Yes, we would, so that you can redeem it against anything on our Lead the Good Life website. Yeah, £20 voucher to spend on the Lead the Good Life website. But I need to see your pictures, and we've got them coming in, but I'd like more, please. I'm greedy, and I'd love to see more. Angela and I had a whole host of photos last weekend. We'd like some more. See what you've been up to, and particularly, could I put a plea out to you? If you've grown those tree lilies, we want to share with everybody how miraculous they are, and it's never going to sound better than when it comes from you sitting watching at home. So do send us your pictures, and if you had mountains and mountains of blooms, as I know you will have done, I'd like to see those pictures. Anything at all. I mean, if you want to send us a picture of your hanging basket, what fruit trees you grew last year, maybe you grew some blueberries and strawberries. We've got them coming up a little bit later on as well. Just let us know how your gardening's going, and let's try and get you a £20 voucher off the Lead the Good Life website. Which brings me neatly to where we're going next. This I've never seen anything the like of before. We brought it to you last year to a fabulous response. We've tried to keep it in stock continuously since then, but I will warn you, we regularly sell out of it. This is the tower pot that we've got here. It is a unique concept, and the kit that we're bringing you today means you've got everything to really let you see how fabulous this can be. So it's the tower pot, plus of course the 2 extenders, plus 2 of the plants, each in 9cm pots, plus the fabulous Incrediblue, plus 25 litres of compost, and it's on FlexiPay for 2 payments of £20. That is a fabulous concept, isn't it? It is,
but what it will produce for you, you're right, I love the pot, because the pot looks as if it was designed for purpose. It's got a really pretty decorative base to it, with a hexagonal design that's a permanent feature. As you say, it takes 25 litres of compost, which comes with it. It's got the lovely trellis, but you would need something to climb up it. So we're going to give you evergreen plants that have an award.
What's
and this
is
award? Called Trachelospermum jasminoides. And the award that it's got is the Royal Horticultural Society Award of Garden Merit. Now that only gets awarded to certain plants. They have to go through rigorous testing, and they have to prove that they are garden winners for growing in UK gardens.
Okay.
So Trachelospermum jasminoides, the reason I love this is it produces, its other name is star jasmine. It continually produces on this lovely evergreen plant fragrant flowers throughout the growing season. So it goes all the way through, from beginning of sort of June all the way through to September, October.
Wow.
Just imagine your summer evenings. You're sitting on your patio and you have your lovely tower pot intertwined with these gorgeous jasmine flowers with their beautiful fragrance in the evening, you think you are in Tunisia, you think you're in the Mediterranean, you think you're on holiday. And I think this pot really lends itself as a feature. It comes with 2 heights of the trellis, so you can vary it as it's growing. But I don't know of another pot that's like this, that is that easy and looks good and is completely weatherproof, that will take these 2 beautiful plants. So we're also going to give you Incredibloom with this kit, which means that you've got the planting fertilizer that will not only do this, but will do the other plants in your garden. And it's a one-time feed.
Right.
That slow releases the food to the plants during the growing season. So can we do better?
No.
So compost, pot,
fertilizer,
2 award-winning plants that are evergreen, fragrant and amazing, and that Incredibloom to make sure that you get massive return for your money.
Well, they talk about Incredibloom delivering you up to 400% more flowers.
Correct.
And you can see that on that image we just showed you there. If you do want to just stock up on your Incredibloom, I have to tell you, mine didn't last very long at my house last year. My mom straight away had to have it. 309251 is the ISA number. We'll do it for £14.99 to send you the 900 gram pot. It also comes with a little scoop so you know exactly how much to use. The images on your screen tell you about the trials that will run to be able to make that claim of up to 400% more flowers. 309251 is your ISA number. However, back the tower pot, which I must warn you is already proving popular, and I love the idea that you're contrasting the white of course that star jasmine against the dark black of course that beautiful lily we just showed you. So many of you loving that contrast as an idea side by side. The item number for your Tracheospermum with of course the tower pot is 336183. If you added the lily to the order, your total order would only be £30 today, plus your postage and packaging, because that of course is on a flexi pay, 2 payments of £20. This is in at $19.99 for all the bulbs, and you could add them to the order. That'd be just an extra £10. Speaking of amazing plants that would contrast nicely, skip over here with me. Not 1, no, but 3 award winners in the next bundle. Do you like that?
3. I like that fanfare. But seriously, this is a premium collection of hydrangeas.
Ooh.
As I said before, this sign here, I'm not allowed to show you unless it's true. There are rules and regulations about TV. This award is only given to specialist plants that perform really well in our gardens. And the testing is really rigorous. It's over years. So the 3 plants that you're going to get are, now everyone does deserve fanfare. This is called Annabelle. This particular hydrangea produces large blooms 25 centimetres across, which is about 10 inches.
It's like a ball.
It's like a football.
But what I remember about them when I saw them is the little flowers that make the almost pom-pom are tiny, gorgeous, delicious, little tiny flowers.
Wonderful plant, wonderful plant.
They're big like this.
Easy to grow, Joanne, easy to grow in
Always
UK
good.
gardens. Being hydrangeas, don't let them dry out completely. Hydra means water, so they do need water during the season.
But they tell you, don't they? I always think with hydrangeas, they kind of flop a little, and then you go, oh, you're a little floppy, and then you give it a bit of water, and then they stand up tall again.
Correct.
They kind of talk to you. Hydrangeas are the plants you will talk to in your garden. They kind of go, and then you give them some water, and they stand up again.
They are, but I think gardeners have grown to love this. It can grow quite tall, you can shape it, you can make it grow the heights you want it to grow, but the more you cut it down each spring, the bigger the blooms.
Fabulous.
Then
what
you've got Limelight. Now, Limelight is amazing because it's got a conical shaped flowers. Look at the size of these blooms. So really are amazing blooms. Now, it's got a nice sort of almost, I was going to say, it almost goes to lime green. It's like an ice cream colour.
Yes.
And then Pinky Winky.
Did you see how massive that was, everybody?
Look at Pinky Winky. You're going to get masses of these lovely, they start off whitish, and then through the season they get into this pinker colour. This is a smaller, more compact hydrangea. So they will, where will you put these? Put these into an area of your garden where you can let them grow and become a feature. They can grow front of the garden in a border. They can go back of the garden in a border. They can go into pots. Wherever you put them, they will come back year after year, totally hardy for growing all over the UK. So again, easy grow, award-winning, fantastic quality blooms. And if you fed these with Incredibloom, Annabelle, I truly think if you took one of the blooms to one of your local garden fairs, you might actually win some prizes.
Wow.
Because the blooms are so large. And again, take photos. Put your hands around the blooms and send those pictures in. Enjoy growing award-winning trio of wonderful hydrangeas.
We are so stoked about this collection, as you can probably tell. So good to have you. Don't go anywhere, because this is the fun bit. We said send photos, and you did. And let me share with you some of the pictures that have come through this morning as well. Every one of these viewers, that's you, have sent in. Look how beautiful.
Look at that kitty begonia. Beautiful.
That's from David. Now, where is David? Oh, we don't know, David. I need to know where you are.
Hello, David. Love your begonias.
That is good. Good. Yeah, we like those. And David, by the way, you are automatically in to win a £20 Lead the Good Life voucher. This is from Jack. Is this Jackie or Daphne? Oh, it's Jackie.
Wow.
I don't know what to
want to get.
say.
I can see some. Oh.
That is beautiful.
Beautiful basket. Absolutely stunning.
She's obviously clearly
and
very
I can
talented.
see some lilies at the back there as well.
Are
Absolutely
those tree
gorgeous.
lilies we see at the back there, Jackie? Your garden looks divine. Well done. Oh, hang on. That's not all. We said send us your pictures of hanging baskets. Look at these. This is another Jackie. Is this a different Jackie? Is that what you're telling me, everybody upstairs? Oh, it's the same Jackie. Oh, my goodness. Jackie, you're doing brilliantly. I dare say she's used some Incredibloom. Jackie, let me know. I want your tips. You are obviously very good at gardening. Let's look at this next one. This is from Marie. Oh, and
Begonia
Marie,
look at that
is
lovely,
beautiful.
vibrant colour. Absolutely gorgeous. Again, hanging basket covering up a wall, looking amazing. Happy gardening.
And look at this next one. Oh, this is so cheerful. This is what I love from Graham. Now look at
See
Graham's
those lilies? Look at those lilies.
In fact, look at those three massive
I can
tall
see.
ones.
Look at the side.
1, 2, 3. Oh, viewers, if you want a little bit of what Graham's got going on in this garden. That is Graham, isn't it? Graham's garden.
Graham with green fingers. Good morning.
Hello.
I love your roses too.
Oh,
One of my
just say,
favourite
if you want
flowers.
some tree lilies like Graham's got going on in this picture, 297891 is your item number. We've got more. Mike sent us a hanging basket.
Look at that one.
Look at those fuchsias. Oh, my
Lobelia,
goodness.
absolutely beautiful.
Petunias.
And again, spilling over the side. I love it. Is
that a hydrangea I see in the back there?
Good planning in your garden and hydrangea. You're
Good
absolutely right.
work.
Good spot there, Joanne.
And one more. Let's have a look. Oh, this is so good. Thanks for all your company. This is Ian, and we've got one of Ian's, and we've got some more of Ian's. I love a white wall, Ian.
Look at that.
I love a white wall.
Oh, my goodness
You
me.
are my
That
kind
is
of guy.
a great way of gardening. I love up gardening. Up gardening is so smart.
Do you know where this garden is?
No.
County Durham.
County
Angela,
Durham.
that
Morning.
is in County Durham.
I love
Good
it.
work. And let me just show
And
you.
it's easy for. Look at that.
Yes,
look
the
at
little
easy fill
planter.
stand. Looking
Yes.
good.
Let's show
I
you
love
next
it.
one.
Very nice.
And this is where I think.
Oh, fragrance, lilies. Thank you. Thank
Louise
you, Louise.
is down in Cornwall. And again, I just quickly give you the details for those lilies. If you want to get yourself... Now, there are two ways to get lilies today. The first way is this way. Bestseller 2014, $19.99. Those are your tree lilies, 297891. But let me remind you that 340 bulb pack, which has got two varieties of lily in as well. And here are the details for you, $32.99. And if the rest of our viewers have inspired you this morning, definitely get hold of these. Now, this is something I've been dying to show you. I showed these, and you will bear with us, but Angela and I literally showed this to Angela this morning. I am so stoked over these shelves.
Well, I'm getting one straight away. It's just
you
so
got to,
solid.
first of all,
can we just show you how solid it is? I'm not going to climb it because I'd be in trouble, but I actually do believe I could sit on here no problem. I'm sure, you know, health and safety would give me some problems here, but it's
look,
really sturdy.
And also, let me just tell you, if you need to move them around fully assembled, it's absolutely fine like
Can
this.
I do another test?
Okay.
You know when you get one of those rickety things that moves? I honestly can't make this go forwards and backwards, so that shows me it's got a solid frame. Number one, it's passed the Angela Rigor test. It's got a clip at the side, which is a safety clip, which holds the top on. Lift it up, and as tidy as Joanne is, easy, portable, as you quite rightly said, it has a safety clip behind, and that when you lift that up, seriously, look at this.
It's
Happy
divine.
days. You know what? I'm off to a car boot sale now.
And that will so easily go into the back of your car. If you've not got a lot of places, storage is often a
Just so I
problem
can put it in
for
the
you.
back of my car. Happy days.
Back of your car, off to car boot, going out to craft shows and that sort of thing. I just think this is absolutely beautiful. So you just click it here, that's right, and then push down, and then there's the little clip. And genuinely, I love these. I got 2 of the taller version of this, only because the first time that I handled them, they were so, the movement is just so slick,
Well, wait a minute,
so
we've got
stylish.
3 large crates. One on the bottom, and I could still fit something at the side. I've got one there, I could get another one in there. I've got one on the top, I could put them that way if I wanted. I think I could put a plant pot, and my plant pot's full of compost. I can put that on the top. I think I can get another crate in here. I'll put another crate in here. I'm going to turn that one around. Another crate. Oh, I like this storage. What else can I store in here? I'm going to put my Incredibloom down the bottom. Look at this. Keep going. What else? Oh, I might be able to actually. Do you know what you can do this with? To display your plants.
Well, I was thinking,
hey, how
for
about
potting
that?
up, what is absolutely
Could you
superb
do that
about
for
this,
plant display?
because bending, you know what I mean? If you're thinking, oh, I don't have a little, you know, I always wanted one of those little potting tables, but I've never ever got hold of one, because the thing is, where do you put all this
Good
stuff, you know,
idea.
when you're not out in the garden doing the potting? This would be absolutely ideal. If you got hold of a pop-up greenhouse, or you've just got a small shed and you're looking for sturdy storage, you know, sometimes the year you've got all your big equipment in there. I end up putting our garden furniture away some of the
What
time
about
of the
you
year.
said about craft?
You just put this, you can collapse them up, put it away somewhere, take it out. If you're going to car boot, if you're taking things to a craft sale, if you've got to have a pop-up kitchen, sometimes you're doing that, you know, if you're having a party, you want to display things, people want to get to drinks, things like that, decorating. These are genuinely just one of the most exciting shelving systems I've ever brought you. I truly love them at their full price, may I just say.
So I've got to put up
the
again.
value here is outstanding, because the quality when you receive these home will speak to you. But when you get these home, you will be delighted to know that you saved yourself £54 by getting hold of them from Ideal World, where we share a brilliant relationship with the supplier, and 2 payments on FlexiPay for you of
we haven't said something.
£18.50.
No assembly. Hold on. So it's flat packed.
They come in the box.
It's
flat
packed, but you don't have to use a screwdriver.
No.
Oh, this
They come
is a
fully
totally
assembled
amazing.
and with a
Look,
guarantee.
wait a minute. So it comes completely like that.
Yes.
You do not need anything other than your hands when you get it. That is fantastic. So there is not one screw to fit on. So you can use it within 5 minutes, or 2 minutes, 1 minute of getting it out of the box.
They are
Happy
wonderful.
days.
You've loved them. You've absolutely loved them. But let me be clear, the stock of these is moving out very, very quickly. Opening a flexi basket as well, so if you wanted to treat yourself to some of those tree lilies that we've seen so successfully growing in many of your gardens, thanks to the pictures. Let me quickly give you a reminder of some of the key items that you've fallen for this hour. We'll start off with that massive 340 bulb collection. That's £32.99. New today, never seen before, £16.50. Grab it while I've got it. Let's also remind you, if you wanted to get hold of, we've got tree lilies that have gone very quickly. A bestseller from 2014 and proving to be the same again today. They're £19.99. That's £297,891. We've also got these fabulous tower pots with 2 of those fabulous Trachospermum RHS award winners, 25 litres of compost and the Incredibloom. That's 336-183. And if you want the trio of hydrangeas, here come the details for you. Actually, sorry, they're going to give you the details very quickly of the black lily. The contrast between those 2 plants makes sense to show you this next. 297-886, your item number for 10 of those bulbs. But here is the trio of hydrangeas, and they again are 3 award winners coming to you. Huge, beautiful, brilliant, eye-catching showstoppers. 337-181 is your item number. But we said that we would not only feature fragrance, and we would not only feature the bulbs, we would also feature fruit, and the fruit is what's coming up next. Right now though, everybody that is ordering, I'm delighted to hear, is going for the Gardening Diary for 2015. This is included with free postage packaging if you add it to the order of anything else in the show. Half price, 335-982. Welcome, it's Sunday and we're gardening on Ideal World.
Diary is really good for planning your garden. So I really like the idea that you can actually write down what you've planted, when you planted it. Then you go back and you think, that grew really well. Where did I get that from? What did I plant? You've got the record in there. Plus you've got lovely tips, pictures, information. I really think gardening diaries are a must. planning a garden, enjoying your garden, and sharing your ideas as well. If somebody says to you, oh, what is that? And you can't remember what it was. Well, if you wrote it down in the diary, you'd know.
That's a great suggestion. Also, in the diary, if you are like me, not particularly great or experienced at gardening, it kind of gives you month by month the jobs that you need to be doing, things that you need to be looking to in that particular month. So it's just very, very useful little guide. £4.99, half price, and with free postage and packaging where you order anything else, which takes us neatly to our summer fruit collection.
Well, no garden would be complete, I don't think, without growing fruits and vegetables. And fruits are a really fast growing part of our daily diet. We realise that good fruit is good for us, but homegrown fruit is even better for us. And I'm sure you, with your little one, are even more conscious of how good fruit is.
Well, she calls them the bawberries, the strawberries. And last year, for the first year, we've had bawberries, strawberries. And every day when we got home from nursery, she would run over and just help herself to loads and loads and loads of the fruit. Of course, what people forget, and you reminded us last week, is how beautiful. Look, the little white flowers.
The flowers are lovely.
Before.
Also part of pollinating your garden. So having early pollinators in. So strawberries, lovely. You've got strawberry Florence. Now, why this is such a good variety is actually it's one of the most disease resistant in trials. It held its own. So that's part of growing good crops, that you want to know that it's a really good breed. You're going to get 10 strawberry Florence strawberry runners. Now, these look like bare roots, which is what they are. If I just take it like plastic doesn't show you, but it's quite an easy way of planting up strawberries. And although once you separate them, when you go to plant it, just tease out the roots, give them a drink of water, and you can even grow these in hanging baskets. So you can grow them in pots, hanging baskets, the ground. I like growing them as high as possible, and it keeps them away from slugs. But that's my personal, because I'm not very fond of slugs. But wherever you grow them, growing your own tasty strawberries, easy. Next one, you've got raspberries. Now, these are raspberry primer canes called Joan. And what's great about these, good for Joanne, because she's got a little girl, she loves raspberries. These are giant raspberries, though. Really, in trials, these came out as being really large, but they're thornless canes. So for you, Joanne, this is a must because it's safe around your little one. By the way, this is a great plant to take pictures of. And again, it's a great one for pollinating. It produces such pretty flowers. And you forget that these canes, each year, the raspberries grow on the new canes. So the first year, you'll get some raspberries, but year after year, these produce more and more raspberries for you. So just be patient. But because you've got 3 canes, an interesting way to grow these is, we've got a pot of compost in the front.
Let's go over here. And just while we do this,
tell you,
let me quickly just remind you about something as we're over here. Those shelves, my goodness me, I can't even begin to tell you. You've loved them before you even saw how cool they were. You loved them on the pictures. When we showed you how smoothly they moved, well, I tell you what, another 10% of stock, boom, went just like that. So do grab them while I've got them to offer you at just £35.98. Did I mention you're saving £54? They're £18.50 on FlexiPay. If you don't absolutely love these, and when they arrive home, I'm going to bet good money on the fact you're going to wish you went for 2 sets. £18.50 today. The item number is 328263. In fact, I say 18.50. It's just £18. Who knows where I've dug that other 50p from? £18 on FlexiPay today. And of course, if you order that, you can have your summer fruits into the Flexi basket.
I like that.
I do love a Flexi basket.
I'm being a bit cheeky here because I know we've got 3 fruits in this collection. We've got 2 potted blueberries, which is great because we know blueberries are a premium cost.
I think I know where you're going.
And they're hardy. We've got the strawberries, which are...
I shall get our plate of loveliness.
So my suggestion is that if you've got the set of 3 pots, which we also have on the show, you could grow 1 in each pot and they would look amazing on a patio.
Nice smoothie.
The blueberries year after year are just going to get more and more beautiful because they have lovely bell-shaped flowers, produce those amazing superfruits, and you've got these 3 pots that perhaps you could plant the blueberries in one, the raspberries in another, and the strawberries in the third.
Definitely.
Lovely deep pots which are great for growing these plants. And if you have a look for the raspberries, I like the idea of growing these in a wigwam. So you've got 3 canes, put the 3 canes in the pot, plant them up to the top, just to the top of where the roots start.
The hairy roots.
Give them a good drink of water first, and then just tie the tops into like a wigwam shape. So that's quite a nice way of growing them. It get air around them. Obviously, when you're growing raspberries and once they're in fruit, having them in a pot means you can net them easily, but growing super fruits, growing blueberries is a must if you want to put more money in your pocket. All hardy, all easy to grow, and all good for you.
May I just tell you, the first year that Angela almost dared me to try grow blueberries, listen to me, raspberries, because I haven't grown blueberries yet, but she almost dared me to grow the raspberries. I was like, I've never grown any fruit successfully at all. She dared me to. I was not quite ready for the bumper crops. The first year we had a decent crop, but the second year we had bumper crops. I had to get my neighbours, I said to them, please go in, water the plants, but help yourself to the fruit. They didn't get a whiff of how much fruit they would be helping themselves to. Their little boy was about 2 at the time. He kept going in every single day and just helping himself to the fruit. These are better than my ones that I grew that Angela dared me, because they haven't got the thorns. My original ones had the little thorns on them.
Plus, these were specially bred so that they are larger than a regular raspberry, but also
delicious.
That they freeze really well. Ooh. Actually, but I don't think they actually ever get to the freezer. No.
But straight off the cane into your mouth.
Really healthy, great to get the family gardening and grow your own. Is whether you grow on an allotment, whether you grow on a patio, balcony, or in your garden, any space that you could fit 3 pots, 3 superfruits.
Well, let me quickly remind you, if you want the collection, that's going to be available for $29.99, and that blueberry collection alone will pay for itself with the blueberries and the strawberries in the first year, never mind even your raspberries. Let me then move you along to those pots. So that's 336196 if my memory serves, on FlexiPay as well, which is absolutely superb. The pots, if you'd like 3 of these, and they do come with the saucers as well, remember, they are fabulous at £24.99, 336181. And the next thing I must tell you about has been another huge discovery. We've got the Treff Professional Quality Compost here at £12.99, 70 litres that is, and we're delivering to your door. But watch this. When we go for 2 packs, it's not doubling up to £26. This is going to be £20 for you. 303313, the item number. And they are absolutely fantastic. I also don't believe that you can actually get hold of this anywhere else in the UK.
It's not available on the high street. It's professional compost used by professionals, and it has 70% Baltic white peats in there, which is really lightweight and airy. Great for roots of young plants.
Well, if you'd like these at 303313, you can multi-order there. Remember, £20 for 2 of the 70 litres. Very quickly, if we could just take you back, since we're talking about compost and best results, if you want your blooms to be better, if you don't just want there to be more of them, but bigger, kind of, it seems like they were stronger. I've still got blooms that I planted last March, because we moved house in March. I have still got plants that are going since last March, and this is the God's honest truth, pansies, precisely pansies, and this is what I put it down to, Incredibloom. To 309251 is the item number. The claim here, and it has to be tested and verified, 400% more flowers. When I asked the team who of course developed this, what was so different about it, they said to me, the thing that's different is when the plants get fed. Is that right, Angela?
It is, because it's a slow release fertilizer. It means the plants take the nutrients when they need it. So in other words, it's not force feeding. You're not overfeeding a plant unnaturally. You're letting it take its food when it needs it. So what happens? Each plant has a different requirement. This Incredibloom has been through massive trials, and they're not allowed to make claims like that without the results. And just the photographs on their own tell you. There on the right-hand side, you can see some lovely pansies, violas growing nicely, but with Incredibloom, the results were so much better. That means in your garden, you will have more fruits, more flowers, and therefore more out of your gardening. But what I like is less work, because one-time application per season. So the 1 pot is going to go miles around your garden.
Well, let's just also show you, because in here, and this is hilarious that I know this, but I massively got into this last year. I thought, I'll take whatever help I can get. You just need to dig around, because there is a little scoop that comes with this, and it helps you portion out exactly how much you need. And am I right in remembering, when they said to me about this, they said a lot of fertilizers just keep releasing and releasing and releasing, and that's the problem, is that sometimes the plants don't need it, and that's why you get the browniness around the leaves. And they said to me, temperature, they're almost temperature or thermostatically controlled. When it warms up, which is when plants grow, this is when it releases.
Exactly. It's the science behind naturally producing the feed when the plants need it. That's what's really smart. As I said to you before, a one-time application, that's got to make easy gardening. Results like these are going to make you want to use it. So whether or not you have a regular, and again, these are trial pictures, these have been done under tested conditions, but the key reason why you want a better root system. If you have a better root system, the plants can get the nutrients and the water they need to produce stronger, healthier plants. Each year, use it again and have some great results with your gardening.
We love that we can offer that to you here. Do you want me to open it up so we don't waste it?
It's granular, so it's easy to use.
Pretty.
But what you haven't used one season, put the lid on, put it on a shelf, and it's there for the next season.
Well, or your mum will pop around and just help us out to the rest, which is what happened with me. 309251 is the item number. I'm skipping you back here. As you know, I can't say thank you enough. I'm delighted that you love these shelves quite as much as I do. £35.99. I just warn you, £18 on FlexiPay. My only thing that I believe is going to happen in your house is you're going to go, gosh, why didn't I go? Why didn't I go for 2 sets when I could? Because they are that brilliant. They are so, when I got these out of their boxes, I was just like this. That is a beautiful thing. And I just think how useful they are for you. You know when you need to do a little pop-up kitchen outside? I'm having a barbecue this afternoon. You pop up your shelves with all your things over there. Now you're going to car boot the next weekend. Your daughter's going away to school. You don't want to go and put holes in a rented accommodations walls. Do you know what? There it is. The kids are coming around to play. You want to set up a little PlayStation. Let me just show you here. So Ellie's really dinky at the moment. So now I wouldn't put the shelf on the top. I just let her play with her paints and things down here because that's it. You know what I mean? That's the right height for her. If you're, moving things around. Tall trees could go on here for displays. You know, sometimes you just want a rack for people's shoes. If you have a lot of people around, absolutely super. You could just pop it up, loads of racks for people's shoes. Genuinely a beautiful thing. And I know you're thinking, really or truly, I don't even hide mine away. I've got one in my little store, and I've got one in my barn, and it is out on full display with all my baskets on, with all my bits and pieces. He's got a little snooker table, and there's quite a lot of paraphernalia that comes with the snooker table. It's got a cover, and it's got the balls, and it's got like a mitt that you keep the balls clean with, and I don't know, you've got little chalk things, and this is just so much fun because it is useful, it is quick and easy to set up. They are beautiful. I don't know if you can see, but come in and have a close look because they're absolutely beautiful. It's almost a sort of gunmetal. Do you see how nice that is? And it is beautifully covered. And I know that you are going to love these. I don't guess at it. I don't hope that you're going to enjoy these. I know. And your 14-day money-back guarantee protects you as well. See how cute that is?
This is really sturdy. Because I'm going to do something else. I'm going to put the heaviest pot.
Actually, we've got some numbers.
Full of compost. I'm putting this on the top shelf.
And you notice it won't bow.
Nothing happens. It is really strong. It's really well made. But you do not need anything to put it together other than your hands when you get it delivered to you at home, which is amazing. So I'm just going to put away all my lovely plants. You can use this for raising plants. You can actually use this.
I use this as a potting table. I think that would be, I've got the tall ones. Remember I mentioned to you, I got the really, really tall ones. Today, and I genuinely want this. I didn't think you were going to go so crazy on the stock, to be perfectly honest with you. I thought you'd leave me some. You've gone absolutely crazy for this. Today I decided I'd have this because for absolutely ages, I've wanted a potting bench. Now let me tell you the story of the potting bench. Do you know why I didn't have it last year?
No.
Because we went to the local garden store where the potting bench that we have here at Ideal World was purchased from, okay? We went there and it was going to be nearly £50 for a flimsy table made out of rickety wood. Nearly £50, $49.99, okay? Now, this is $35.99 and it can be the potting bench for the exactly 2 weeks in summer and 2 weeks in winter that I needed to be the potting bench. And the rest of the time, Ange, look at this.
Did you say this going in my boot, didn't you?
It can
because
go in your boot.
If it goes in the show, this is going to have to go in my boot. I mean, it's just so easy. I don't know of many things. I've put together a lot of furniture. And I don't know of many things that you truly say that you get something out of its box and you go like this.
And look
say,
how smooth the movement is.
No man required. Okay, I'm just going to open it out. I'm going to close it up. Not that having a man around would be bad, but I'm not going to say that. Not at all. But sometimes there's not a man around. So you know what? Job done. I'm ready now to stack away, tidy up, use my shelves. I'll put some of these lovely nesting crates. I actually can put that one in the front so we can see what it is. It's got nice chalkboard. Oh, I've got so much space, I've got to fill it. Heavy compost on the top. Because it's sturdy, I still believe we could sit on it, but they won't let us because health and safety have taken over our world.
The details on your screen are for the crates, the 3 crates, the 3 nesting crates. Quickly just remind you, they are also on FlexiPay, which is nice. 336
They're so cute, those crates.
We've also got available for you the shelves. Now, if you want the pop-up shelves, here come the details for you right now. I'm delighted to offer them to you. I think it's a real privilege. £35.99, 3 to 8 263. Have you been meaning to sort out a room where storage is maybe not working? Have you been meaning to do that and you've just not got around to it? Think about how this, I genuinely also say, going into a cupboard, if you've got a cupboard or a wardrobe, maybe it's not got the things in it, you need some shelves, brilliant. If you need to set up an office, a home office, absolutely brilliant. These are ridiculously good value for money, and I can't stress to you enough how confident I am, not just that you will like them, I think you will love these. You'll be like, how do I love these? I love these.
Because I know we earlier had the spray painter on.
Yes.
You can actually spray paint this. So actually, if you did want to use this indoors in a hallway, spray paint it the same colour as the walls, and then you've got your storage for your shoes, your boots. I'm there. I need two now.
You need two. Well, I was just going to say, if there's any, I've already warned them upstairs, if there any chance it's got to sell out, I've got to have an extra one. Nearly 1/5 of the stock has gone. This is not a stock we were supposed to have any updates on. We've got a huge a quantity of stock on this because we've driven that price all the way down. The only way you can do that is to buy a lot. Now, I want to just say thank you to the many, 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 many customers who've been kind enough. That's you sitting at home. Hello, every one of you that sent through your pictures today. What we've done is we've put all the names in. Angela, if you would, please, draw one out. I wanted to show you the photos again because they were so gorgeous. We're going to send a £20 Lead the Good Life voucher to Graham! Do you remember Graham? Graham had the big tree lilies, didn't he?
I did. Mr. Tree Lily yourself.
Well done.
Green fingers, Graham.
Well, I love that. If you need tree lilies, if you need those fabulous bulbs, 340 for that crazy price, then you know where to go. Go to our website, idealworld.tv, or visit Lead the Good Life. Angela will be back super soon with more fabulous ideas on gardening.
And lovely to see you too, Joanne.
Great to have your company. Don't you go anywhere. And by the way, if you've missed the show, you haven't missed out. You are welcome to head straight to our website, idealworld.tv. Check out everything we've been talking about. I'm going to have a quick drink of that smoothie, and I'll see you on the other side of this. From Hayley, a quick reminder of today's pick of the day. Thanks, Angela.
Bye-bye.